What's going on, guys? My name is Matt Omega, and welcome back to Let's Play Submachine Universe. In the last episode, we started the cleanup and started going back to a whole bunch of the areas we've been to finish off a bunch of the things that we had to leave behind or couldn't do just yet. And I figured that I made a bit of a mistake and forgot something, and now we're exploring a couple of areas that we should have explored before, but you know me, I'm a putz. Anyway, we're here in the Jatsko cluster. And we're going to kick things off by going to the next coordinates, 859. 59. This is the Memorabilia room. I like to call it the reference room because it contains objects and references to every other game in the series. All the lockers and that, the tape, the beamer, the picture of the owl, it's just all this stuff. All this stuff from all across the series, it's great. GI equals XCV. That is 95. So, GI equals 95. Alright. Now, what else is there for us here? There's even a cat statue I broke in Submachine 8. 8? Yeah, 8. All sorts of stuff. This is awesome. This is a fantastic... Oh, this is cool. This is really cool. If you flip through this, you will see the majority, if not all, of the notes we could have ever found or picked up across the entire core series. All 84 of them. Even this, light ground converter needed to connect light ground to the fuse outlet. Oh, it's really good stuff. Is there anything for us upstairs? Can we open this? Yes, we can. Little subbot thing. I'm pretty sure that's a subbot. And look, it's a little statue took us out of the loop. The angel statue and that thing. Loop stabilizer. Oh, portal stabilizer, sorry. Ah, it's fantastic little trip down memory lane. Now it is time for us to go to 472. Ah, god damn it. 472. Alrighty. I have a radio here. Hello? Nothing there? Alright, well. Anyway, is there anything in these drawers? Doesn't look like it, but I do see a panel under there. RI plus KI. Alright. RI plus KI. Now, do we have a KI? Alright, do we have a DI and a GI? We do. GI equals 95. DI equals 34. Alright, so 34 take 95. I know that's not wrong. We actually are going to end up with a negative for this. And that negative is negative 61. Yeah, negative 61. And we have an RI as well, which is 352. So 352 and negative 61. This is an example of two ways to get a clue for a place, because this is equal to 291. You've already been there. Yeah, there are two ways to actually figure out that a set of coordinates. Either through all of the math here, or by finding the note in a Murtaugh's communication room, whichever one comes first. This may have come first if I actually stayed on track and noticed that thing that actually led me to this whole bunch of other rooms, but what can you do? It's a bit late for that now. Anyway, so what else is there for us? Oh, I've explored all these now. Actually, there is one more thing we haven't done. One more thing we haven't done. One more thing we can do. I think that's I think that's what I kind of like meshed together there. Anyway, remember how we put that weight stone in the lucky room and it lowered a ladder into somewhere? That ladder actually lowered into 523, as I will show you right now. 523. This ladder appeared here. We can get past the spikes, and up here there is a bit more for us to explore. We'll start with over to the left here. We can find a karma portal. Nothing else over here. It's just into this place. And nothing seems to be working. Luckily, we can change that by feeding it a wisdom gem. Now you might have seen these things all over the place. Now that we've done that, all of these little antennas we've seen all across the subnet will be lit up. What do they do? Nothing. But we do have a karma portal in here. Look at this. This is shaped exactly like that altar we found back in the Jatsko cluster. So, I'll place this sigil here, and I'll return over to that place momentarily. But first things first, there is a little bit more for us to explore in this area that we just opened up here. There's another karma portal here. There's nothing else out this way. Now this next room is actually pretty damn cool. Does anyone recognize that symbol? Well, I'll just throw it out there now. Ladies and gentlemen, this is known as the Prince Room. And by Prince, I of course mean the artist Prince, the singer. This is an entire room dedicated to Prince. We've got one of his Grammys here. And the inspiration for this room is actually his song Purple Rain, which is nice. We've got some guitars here of his. Gotta love it. Oh, it's a better one upstairs, trust me. Over here we got an Oscar for Purple Rain, which is nice. Oh, it looks like a mixing table. Now these don't actually do anything as far as I'm aware, but it's fun to play around with. Head over toward the other side here. July 7th, 1958, August 21st, 2016. The life and death of the artist known as Prince. This one I love. Oh yeah! Oh, that's good stuff. Shame that the world lost yet another fantastic musician. Although, that was a while ago now. Well, at least he didn't croak as soon as Michael Jackson did. That too is still pretty sad. There's actually another karma portal in here for us. All the way up here. This one's a bit tricky to spot. In here is where we find the other one of these. We can throw in the soap and shut down another laser grid. The secondary security gate has been disabled. And there's another theory up here. Life energy theory by Cone. Alright. So, we've got a couple of things to do. We have to go back to the portals here in the middle of the Prince Love symbol. We need to check out the altar back in the Jatsko cluster, which I think will be the first stop. It's 438. And we also got the laser gate we've just should have deactivated back in the area past the ancient ruins. Go back in here, and here we go. We have tile C. We're nearly there, guys. Nearly there. Now back to the ancient ruins. Head back inside. Through there. And now we'll see that we have indeed taken down the laser gate. In here we have another karma portal. What do we got? Do not lose faith. Alright, we won't lose faith. I'll just keep going this way. See, that's why you have faith. Yeah, do not lose faith is actually the clue to keep going past this, which seems so much like an infinite loop. And for that, we get tile D. We have the last 3 tiles. Now, we already have one back in, well, already in place. So, now it's time to just go and place them all. And we get out of here with, still with 2 wisdom gems and our companion cube. It's great. It's a good day when we can keep our companion cube. Anyway, let's head on out of here. And take these tiles back to their rightful home. 966. Thanks for that, Sakia. I can't believe I actually forgot about these. Now, you may recall that when we were in Hell... That was a sentence. When we were in Hell, I mentioned that it used to be one of 3 areas in the game which had no clues toward its coordinates. They were completely hidden areas for you to find just out of complete luck or just knowing they exist anyway. Hell, as of this update, now, of course, has the clue leading to it. That still leaves 2 rooms unaccounted for, of which I've yet to show off. So, let's do those. So, the first set of coordinates I'm going to put in is 815. This area is known as the Lost Plane, and by Lost, I mean the TV show Lost. This area is a direct reference to Lost, which Matu Skutnik is a fan of. Come over here. 4, 8, 15, 16, 23, 42. Now, I've never seen the TV show, but from the stuff that I looked up, these numbers are as a recurring sequence of numbers from the show, if my notes are correct here. This place is also an infinite loop as well, so yeah. The coordinates 815 also reference the flight number of the plane in the show, and the Morse code you hear in the background actually translates to Mayday. So yeah, little Lost reference there, and I'm sure any of you out there who've actually seen Lost may get something out of this. I haven't, so I can't, but there you go. Anyway, 314 is the next little Easter egg room. This is known as the pi room. And by pi, I mean the mathematical constant pi. We had 314 there because, you know, pi 3.141592654. Well, this thing's about to one-up me here. This right here is pi to the 12,150th decimal place. Jesus Christ. So this right here is the first 12,151 digits of pi, including, you know, the 3 before the decimal point. The fact that Skutnik got all this really says something. Over the other side here, we have, you know, pretty much a little demonstration of what we usually use pi for, just to measure aspects of a circle. And we got like the little parts of a circle. We got the center, we got the radius, the diameter, the circumference. What's interesting about this little graph here is that all the characters here are in Chinese, but they used to be in Japanese. See, the reason that they were changed to Chinese from Japanese is because a Chinese fan of Skutnik's actually reached out to him and requested they be changed to that, because as it turns out, the Chinese actually calculated pi earlier, and Skutnik has a large fan base in China, so, you know, bit of fan love there, bit of fan service. And the last thing for us in here is this little statue here, which reminds me of the one at the end of Submachine 4. You can't actually see that statue up close and in person, but hey, it's there for some reason. It's got circles, so I guess that means something, considering this is the pi room. But yeah, well, now back to the game proper. Head back on through the Karma portal here, into the, yet again I must say, ironically named quiet rooms. They're not that quiet. We can hear voices all over the place. Back through the attic, out onto the roof, through another portal. Why is it still chugging? It should not do that. Flash. Alright, tile B, tile C, and tile D. The sound effect is still exactly the same from Submachine 1. He really wanted to go all out with the callbacks here. Alright. Here we go. Endgame, folks. Endgame. press this button, we get another karma portal, which is our way out. That's adorable. Just the little companion cube just in the sand right there. That's great. Just like when we escaped the Submachine in Submachine 10 from the lighthouse, we make it out of a Submachine here out into a sprawling desert. I wonder if that means the apocalypse came. Ah well. Best not to think about it too much. Thank you for playing Submachine Universe. It will return. In another time, in another form. It will. Much later down the line, because there are in fact a couple of more Submachine games that Matthew Skutnik has planned, but probably won't be making for a little bit. So until such time in which more games have been made, this is all I can show. This is at this point the end of Let's Play the Submachine series. So thank you all once again for sticking with me through this. I hope that you really have enjoyed all this. I hope some of you have found this as interesting as I do. Again, I love this series a hell of a lot. For a series of just Flash games, they really are quite impressive with a lot of the things they do. The story it tells, some of the visuals they have, it's really great. And I do hope that I managed to convince some of you to give these games a shot. Again, every single game I've played can be played for free from Matthew Skutnik's website. This one can be downloaded for free from Matthew Skutnik's website as well, and I recommend you do so. But yeah, that's all I have to say. So I hope you enjoyed this little trip back to the universe of Submachine and this little filler in between now and when I can hopefully get either something else or Pokemon Crystal ready. And as always, thank you all so much for watching, and until next time guys, my name is Matt Omega, and I'll see you guys later.